Hello everybody, this is Pun, the Frugal Streamer, and I put out a video recently on Voicemeeter Potato, the first look of the new virtual mixer that VB Audio has made. If you're new to Voicemeeter, this is a upgrade from what they've previously had called Voicemeeter Banana, which a lot of people that live stream use. With that being said, I talked about some new features. One of the features I talked about was master bus selections and how you can set specific gains in that. And I whiffed when I talked about it, and I did not explain it properly. Thanks for viewer for coming in and watching the video and then explaining how you could actually use this for your live stream. And so I thought about a way too, kind of different from what he talked about, but I thought about a way. I was like, man, you can do this and not do it the way I used to show you. Anyway, I talked about music. Okay, so music. Previously, I had talked about how you can split your audio between your live stream and what you're listening to with virtual audio cables, and I use Spotify to show that. Now, I'm going to show you a different way of doing the same thing using the new feature built into Voicemeeter Potato. Okay, so here is my setup. Let me switch over to the streaming PC. All right, so here is the streaming PC, and I'm using Potato, which you see right here is the nice mixer. You have OBS Studio down here at the bottom that I'm using for the demonstration, and I will be using Spotify, of course. So what I've done is I have virtual audio cable patching Spotify to Voicemeeter Potato. So if you go down to Windows, you right click on the speaker down at the bottom right, go to Open Sound Settings, go all the way down to the UI here under Other Sound Options, and you will see App Volume and Display Preferences. Click on that, and if you scroll, you'll see the Spotify here where you can actually set, and what is Windows doing to me, where you can go and you can set the input or the output. So I have the cable input here. All right. Under output there, you can see this is all your output and all your input. So I have the cable input going to the coming off the output of Spotify. And then I have the cable output going into Voicemeeter Potato in physical hardware channel number 2. With that, I have, let's see, I should have this set to B1. So I have A1, which is my speakers that are connected to my streaming computer. It's a set of just normal, speakers. And then I have A2, which is going to V-band. Okay. So here A2 is my music going to my gaming PC to where I can listen to the music on my headset while I'm live streaming. And then I have it also set to B1, which is your virtual VAIO channel right here on Voicemeeter right here, B1. Okay. So now what I used to do is in OBS Studio, I would set an audio input capture source. Okay, and I have it set here as music. Okay, so if you see in the audio mixer, you also have volume control for this. Okay, now I used to have this also set to the virtual audio cable output. And then that would allow you to also output the cable to OBS Studio, and then you can use the volume control in here to control the volume of that separately from Voicemeeter. And that would give your viewers the ability to listen to the music louder if you wish, and you can then control your volume separately so that if you're doing like a first person shooter where you need those footsteps that you need to hear in your headphones, you don't have to have this music blaring in your headphones. Well, now you don't need that anymore. So what I've done is instead of doing the cable output in OBS Studio, I have set this to the Voicemeeter output B1, okay, which is again right here. Okay, as you can see right now, nothing's playing to it because I don't have any music playing. But I'm going to start up Spotify, and this is Cloud 10. I guess it's Ferio is the name of the song. And likewise, I want you to pay attention to the VU meter in the music right here at the bottom on OBS Studio, because I'm going to show you how this affects each of these applications different. So right now, I have the A2 selected on Voicemeeter. This is going to the V-band input to my headset, which I'm wearing right now. And I have this set to a -47. Likewise, you can see A2 is really low here. But look at what B1 is. Look at the level in B1 compared to A2. And that is because if I select the B1, you can see that the volume is set to a -20. Okay, and that is the output that you're actually hearing right now. So if I turn this up to 0, 1, the music is going to be louder on this recording because it's inputting off of B1, and you will see this VU meter in OBS Studio also go up because that is also outputting from B1. So let me turn this up, and I'll turn it up to 0, so the music should be pretty loud now. And likewise, like you've seen, everything's going up that's inputting off of B1. But if you were to look at the A2, it's still nice and low. Okay, so it's not affecting my headphones, even though I turned it up on the B1 bus select. You know, like it's, again, I'll go to the A2, you'll see it's still set to a -47. B1 it's set to 0. If I were to go to A1, which outputs to my speakers, it's set to a -1.5. And I can turn that down all the way so you don't have anything, but you're still hearing the music. Okay, so that is what this bus selection does for you. And so it's really cool. And you can set this and pretty much forget it. You know, figure out what your preferred settings are, levels for your different outputs that you like, and then, like I said, set it and forget it, and it works great. I like this. Actually prefer this over doing the virtual audio cable, because then for different things like a microphone or something like that, you can add in effects and then control the levels. If you want to monitor yourself, you can lower your volume into your headset but still not affect the volume level on the live stream. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really think it's a great new feature, and now that I actually understand how to use it properly, I want to make sure that you also did too. And again, thank you for the viewer that came in and showed how to do this, and helped to explain things clear for me, as I definitely, when it was first talked about a couple weeks ago, I did not fully understand what they meant. Well, that being said, guys, this is a great video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helps you out. Make sure you go out there and use it. If you did like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit the notifications so that when I do have newer tutorials coming out, or any tutorials or live streams, anything like that, especially the Frugal Podcast, where I go and I do these things live and set these things up, you'll know about it. Okay, this is Pun. Thanks everybody for watching again. Have a safe and great weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.